Hi team, welcome back to Meta Tutorials. In this tutorials, we are going to see how to do UV unwrap for this wooden coffee table. In previous tutorials, we see how to model this wooden coffee table. I have shared that video link in the description for your reference. Okay, let's start. Before we start UV unwrap in Blender, we have to do some small checklist work. Okay, the first one is we need to confirm that all modifiers apply for all the objects. For example, this coffee table is made up of three objects, two cube and a leg. Okay, for cube 1 we need to check the modifier is apply or not. Yes, there is no modifier, all modifier is applied. So this one is done. For cube number 2, yes, this is also done. For leg underscore 1, no modifier, everything is applied. So it passed in test number 1. The test number 2 is we have to finalize the scaling value of the all models. So for this one, cube 1, all scale is 111, fine. For leg 1 is also fine. For this cube is also fine. So this model is passed for UV unwrap. To make this process easy, I combine these three objects into a single models. So I select everything by drag here and Control and J. Control J is a keyboard shortcut for combine all the objects. So Control J. Yes, if you see that the three object is converted into a single object, I'll rename it as a coffee table. Coffee table. Now we are in layout mode. I switch it from layout mode to UV edit mode. Okay, once I enter into UD, you can find that it's defaultly enter into edit mode. I'll start from that top portion. So I select this top one. I need to switch it from edit mode to face mode. So I do a left click outside and I press 3. Now it switch. I select the top face and I press U and mark seams. Yes, you can see one red color line, right? This line is called mark seams. In this line only that cut going to happen, so that is the indication of the mark seams. So I'll select the bottom portion, I press U and mark seams. Yes, now I need to apply on mark seams for this full edge. So now I'm in face mode. So I do a left click in outside, I press 2, switch from face to edge. If I give one click means only one edge is selected. I need to select this full edge. So what I did, I press Alt and left click. Yes, you can see that orange color line means it means that everything is selection. So U and mark seams. So I'll do the same process for remaining three sides. Okay, Alt and left click, U mark seams. Selected there, Alt and left click, U mark seams, Alt and left click, U mark seams. So I think we have completed the mark seams works for the top portions. Let's apply UV unwrap for this top portion. Okay, so what I did, I press A to select everything. Oh no, not I need one. I need to select only this one. So I press this one. So I select this one. I press L to select this linked object. That means the full object is selected. Now I press U and unwrap. Yes, this is the model which is after UV unwrap. So after we done the UV unwrap, we have to check two things. One is this margin value. There should be a margin value or else it will be a link here. So now the margin value is 0.001. There is a small gap between this island and this line. Yes, this is correct. There should be a margin and we have to finalize that the shape should not change. Now the shape is not changed. We have one more model also there, conform mode. So both getting the same results. So I go with the angular base. So we have completed the UV unwrap for the top portions. Now we'll go for the bottom portion. Okay, this bottom portion is a cube and we don't do any extrude or insert options. So we can easily do this mark seams works. So I press A to select everything. Oh, wrong, sorry. So I select this one, I press L to select this linked object and I press U, mark seams and U unwrap. Yes, we have completed the unwrap work for the bottom table. So this is also fine. Now we have to start the UV unwrap for the 4 legs. I'll start from the leg 1. So I select the leg which we need to go into UV unwrap, and I press L to select everything. Sorry, I press L to select the linked one. This means that full object is in selected mode. I press Shift and H. It means that only the selected object is in visible mode, others are hide mode. Okay, that is for Shift and H. Okay, now I need to now I press period key to go to the focus mode. Okay, we'll start the seams actions here, and we have to done the seams inside part. That means that where the eye is not visible. So as per this model, this and all is a visible area, this side is not a visible area, so we are going to apply seams here. Now I am in H mode. I press Alt and left click, U and mark seams. Yes, done. I need to switch from H to face. So do a left click on outside and press 3. So it's in face mode. Select the face, U, mark seams. Same thing for downside, U, mark seams. Yes, we have completed the seams work for this one. I press A to select everything. Now why I am pressing A means now this is the only one which is in visible mode. So I can press A. So I press U, unwrap. This is the unwrap version of this particular objects. So we have completed the UV unwrap for this objects. Now I need to go away from this isolated view. Alt and H. You can see that remaining object also. I'll stop UV unwrap for this object. I select this one. I press L to see everything. I press Shift plus H to see it's in isolated mode. I select the top face. I need to see in a focus view, so I press period. Okay, fine. U, mark seams. Same thing for bottom portion. U, mark seams. Okay, I press 2. Change from face to edge. Select this particular edge. Now I need to select all this edge until this level. So go to this last one. I press Control and left click. Now you can see that, right? The full line is selected. So I press U and mark seams. Okay, the mark seams work for this object is completed. I press A for select everything, U and unwrap. This is the unwrap version of this particular object. This is done. Now we need to away from this isolated mode. I press Alt and H. Yes, done. We'll see for this bottom part. Okay, select this one, L. Now everything is selected, so it's in orange color. I press Shift and H. This is the inside area. Now we are in edge mode, so it's good to start from edge. I press Alt and click here. Okay, the line is selected. U, mark seams. Switch from edge to face. So I do left click in outside. Press 3. So top side selected, U, mark seams. Bottom side selected, U, mark seams. Yes, done. We have completed the mark seams works for these objects. Now I need for UV unwrap. So I press A to select everything, U, unwrap. Yes, this is fine. With the angular base is fine. If I select it for conformal, yes, if you see the conformal, the object shape is changed. The object shape should not change with. So I go with angular base. I am okay with these options. I press Alt and H to see everything. Now if you see it, we have complete UV unwrap for the top plate and bottom and this leg. So we need to repeat this process for other 3 legs, or else we have to do symmetry. I go with the repeating process. So I start UV unwrap for this leg. So I select this leg, press period key to go in focus mode. I press L to select everything, and I press Shift plus H. Okay, with this one. Now I'm in face mode. Now we start with the face. top face selected, U mark seams, same bottom face selected, U mark seams. I need to switch from face to edge, so do a left click on outside, I press 2, it's change. So this is the inside part, so we need to make a seams here. Alt click and left click, so enter line is selected, U mark seams, yes, done. We have completed the mark seams works for this objects. So I press A to select everything, U and unwrap. This is the unwrap version of this particular objects. We'll move for the next one. So for that I press Alt and H. So I'll start from here. I select this one, press L. I press period key to focus mode. Okay, press Shift plus H. Now we are in H mode. So I'll start from this edge. I select this edge and I press Ctrl and left click. The particular continuation is selected, U and mark seams. I do a left click here and press 3 to switch from here to there. So select U mark seams, U mark seams. So mark seam works for this object is completed. I press A to select everything, U and unwrap. This is the unwrap version. I am fine with this one. I press Alt and H. Done. The only one portion is remaining for this logic, so I select that portion. I press period key to go to focus mode. I press L to select everything and Shift plus H. Now I am in face mode. Go to the top one to select this face, U mark seams, bottom face selected, U mark seams, switch from face to edge. So I'll do left click on outside, I press 2, I press Alt and left click to select all the edge. So U and mark seams. I press A, select all the things and U unwrap. So mark seams and unwrap work is completed. Now I'm in angular base. If I switch from angular base to coordinate, no, the object is changing. I'm okay. No, fill hole should be enabled. Yes, I'm okay with this one. Okay, so this option is perfect. I press Alt and H. So now we have completed 2 legs, this leg and this leg. I'm going to repeat the same process for remaining 2 legs. So I'll plan to do it as a fast forward mode. Okay, the fast forward mode is on. We have complete mark seams and UV unwrap for this all individual models. Now the tricky part is started. Now what happens is we have do UV unwrap in all individual all individual objects. We need to combine all these things into a single island. So what I did, I press A to select everything. Here I do a left click and drag. So this all object is selected. Now what I have to do is I go to U and average island scales. What happens is the bigger object like the tabletop and the table bottom as all came as a bigger island. Smaller part like the bottom portions are came as a smaller one. So I select this ones. Let's see. Yes, you can find it right. This tabletop and all bigger objects. So it should be big. And this circle and all small things, right? So it came it as a small objects. Now the problem is it's all bigger than the island. Everything should pack inside the island. For that we need to select the second options. Second one is UV and pack island scales. After we've opened this dialog box, the scaling is fine. I should disable this rotations, because If you enable the rotations, sometimes it make rotation for a 45 degree or a 90 degree. It should not good for us. So I'll disable the rotation, then I give OK. Yes, this is the results after I get all the objects island and packed. You see it, I'm okay with here. Yes, I'm not okay with here, because if I apply a texture, wooden texture, means for in wooden texture we have one lines here, right? For this part the line should this is that object for this part. For this part the lines object come like this, but for this part the line should go like this way. So I need to rotate these three islands. This is for vertex and this is for edge, this is for face, this is for selecting a island. So I switch to island mode. I select this one, this one, this one. I press R for rotate and I press 90 degree, rotate in 90 degree, fine. Now it is overlapped, so I press G and move it here. Yes, this is fine. We have to do same thing for this one also. So I press this island, this island, this island, this island. I press R for rotate and 90 for 90 degree. I press G to move and I place it here. Yes. Now this UV unwrap is fine. There is no overlap and there is no overstage. The shape is also not changed. So I am okay with this one. But even though we need to check this one, for that we need to apply the checker patterns. Okay. To apply the checker pattern, I go here for materials. I create one materials. So new. I name the material as coffee table. Okay. And first I'll apply a color for the materials. Now it is black. I'll go for the green color. Yes. You can see that green color is not visible here. Why? Because of two things. One, we are in edit mode. We have to switch from edit mode to object mode. Now we are in object mode. Second thing is we are in shader mode. So this is for a texture. Now if I click this, means it should change into green color. Yes. Yes. All the texture is applied. Time to apply the black and white box. So go to basic color and image editor, go to new, in this blank select UV grid and OK. Yes, this is the final output of our UV unwrap. There is no stage, everything is fine. I am okay with this one. Next video we are going to see how to export this model as a FBX and how to import in Substance Painter and how to bake in Substance Painter and how to apply a texture in Substance Painter, then export in Substance Painter. After that, how to apply the Substance Painter output in Blender. So the next tutorial would be 100% texture in Substance Painter. If you have any doubt on this UV unwrap video, you can write in comment sections. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching our videos.